Hello, Aries. I am Jess from the Nimbi. Today I'm going to offer you a timeless tarot message. This message is intended to find you when you need to hear something within it most. It's a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. Tarot taps into energies. They may represent you, people, situations around you, past, present, or future. You will be guided intuitively to know how it fits into your story. Let's go ahead and pull an overall thank you energy for your reading today. Grouse. Grouse talks about the sacred spiral, I think is the words that they put in the book. But it's like your connection to something bigger than you. You know, call it God, the universe, whatever resonates with you. Just your connection to something more than just you, your connection to everything else. Let's see what this is all about, shall we? Oh, it told me to read the poem. Okay. Okay. Grouse of the sacred spiral, leading us on to reach the everlasting heights where we can live as one. Okay. All right. Now let's see what message comes out for Aries today. Message for Aries, universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors. What message do we have for Aries today? Okay. All right, message for Aries. Thank you. Thank you. Holy smokes. Okay. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles talks about grounding into a new beginning. Like, it's really the kind of the very first, like, tangible, you know, you have it tangibly. Like, what are you going to do with it kind of feeling. We've got the Five of Cups and the King of Swords that came out together. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Strength card. I feel like somebody's a little unhappy. Unhappy. A little sorrowful about maybe not saying words is what I'm getting. Kind of keeping... It's like I'm seeing people playing poker and keeping your hands close to your chest so like nobody can see them. I feel like maybe somebody's kind of stuck in that energy of maybe they just don't even know what to say, how to say it. You know, you wanted to be this king, or someone around you wanted to be this king, wanted to like open up, wanted to say some things. But I feel like it just didn't really happen. And instead of that, it like the focus shifted to something tangible. Like, okay, well, I'm just going to ground into what I have, you know. It's like, I have these cards. I'm going to keep them right here. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to guard them. I feel like there's just kind of this calling to bring this energy into balance, the energy between like the head, what you're thinking, probably what you're saying, and like what is tangible. Like there needs to be some kind of balance, some, you know, in order for this charioteer to move forward, there needs to be balance in a situation. These two beasts need to be in harmony, right? They're not moving in this card. They're just sitting there. So it's like before you get going, right? But this charioteer also has to have the courage, has to have the strength and the willpower to like guide these two beings into harmony. All right, let's see what this is all about. All right. Tell me about this Page of Wands for Aries. Page Page of Wands for Aries. Oh, thank you. Okay. I get the sense that there's a lot of conflict, a lot of it feels very unstable around maybe a partnership that didn't go as you had thought it was. You get this sense that somebody's like picked up and moved on, but they've left you behind. They've left something behind for you, is what I'm being told. And so there's just a lot of conflict about like waiting, wondering whether or not they're going to come back and get what they left behind. I would say right now, my guidance to you is, yes, they did leave something behind. I can see very clearly that they left something behind. What did they leave behind for you? Did it open up some aspect of you that you need to ground into and tangibly do something with? Don't get stuck in the Three of Wands energy waiting for them to come back and pick up their two swords that they left you. Like, do something with those two swords. Don't just let them, I keep wanting to say wither away, but metal doesn't wither. Rust. Metal rusts. Anyways, don't let them just, go to waste, basically. Like, yeah, they picked up, yeah, they moved on, but do something with what they left behind for you. There's a lot of conflict around that, though, and that's something that I think you need to work through instead of turning your back to it. Let's talk about this Five of Cups, King of Swords energy. Thank you. Okay, we got the Judgment card. Thank you. The Ace of Cups in reverse and the Three of Swords. My throat chakra is like closing up. Sorry. Like I told you when I looked at this king originally, it feels like somebody didn't say something. Words weren't said. I feel like there's clarity coming into that. Like, I feel like if the words were said, they were too fiery, right? Like, see that horn? It's like on fire. Or maybe somebody said fiery words and that caused this kind of retraction of this love here. This retraction, it blocked this offer of love. So yeah, it could be either somebody just kept it in and that created the fire, or somebody let out things that maybe shouldn't have been said. Either way, this is an aspect of you I feel that needs to be worked on. This guy, he's working by himself right now. He's putting the work into something tangible on his own. And I feel like that's really the message here. Like, it's either you need to look at what you said or look at what you didn't say. Either way, that blocked the love from coming through, but it's time to focus on yourself and what you can build and what you can tangibly manifest. Let's take a look at this Queen of Pentacles. Just as I looked to her, I saw this rabbit and I was like told to be gentle with yourself. So let's see. This queen, she's very nurturing. She's very gentle. She's very caring, compassionate. Let's get one more card. Thank you. All right, the Hermit, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Rods. Yeah. So, be gentle with yourself. Spend some time looking in. What is it that you hope and dream for? What aspects of you need to be healed so that you can move forward and become this adventurer to like figure out what your new journey, what your new path is. But really, I feel that you need to spend some time in looking into you. What are these two swords again that got left behind? I keep being drawn to the two swords. Something was left behind for you to explore, to deal with. I feel like that, looking at that's your star right now. What is that? And spend some time pausing, retracting from others to figure out what that is. And that will allow you this opportunity to become this Page of Rods. And I feel that this is also going to create the movement here that we need to see it for this Chariot, bringing things into balance. Okay, talk about the Chariot, please. Thank you. Yeah. The Star and Justice. So, you know, I was talking about what hopes and dreams you have, right? The Hermit, in his lamp, he has the star. And then you got the star card. So, you know, just what are your hopes and dreams? Are they in balance within you? Are they, you know, I feel like there is still this sense of imbalance. The scales on this Justice are in balance. They're not on every single deck. It's funny because when I was actually like grabbing a clarification deck, I put my hand on this deck and then was like, no, I want that one. But then I was like, no, that's not my higher self talking. I'm gonna take the one that I needed, that I felt drawn to, you know, not what I thought. And I feel like that's maybe I'm saying that right now so you can also, like, what is it that you're feeling? What is it you're feeling drawn to? What are those like thoughts that keep bubbling up and you just kind of keep pushing them away? Maybe look at those and spend some time with those, heal those. But I think that that's going to bring you a lot of clarity, and that's going to balance the scales. But you need to be honest with yourself about whether or not you're having them. That and the willpower to look at that is going to create this movement. It's going to bring these two, you know, the dark and the light beasts together to create movement, which I feel is lacking right now. Yeah. So let's take a look at the Strength card. Strength. Tell me about strength. I think every single, like almost every reading I've done this week has gotten the Strength card. Interesting. Okay. The Ace of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of going back to this being honest with yourself. You know, the Ace of Swords is that like aha moment. It's the clarity. It's the truth. You know, that's the sword of truth that Michael, you know, the Archangel Michael holds. It's like, it's upside down though. It's in reverse. It's being blocked. I feel like that, having the strength to just be honest with yourself about what it is that would bring you clarity. Like, you know, I don't know. I just get the sense that it's, the focus is on what's lost, what's been taken away, but you need to turn your back around. You need to see that there's still two cups here. There's still two swords here. You know, not focus on the conflict. And then I think as soon as you have the courage and the strength to step into that, to see what was left behind, what you can do with that, then you're going to have the success, the victory. There's going to be a lot for you to celebrate with, around. I do feel this sense that, you know, your friends or your soul tribe or your family may be able to help you in finding what it is, the clarity I think that you need. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Temperance. She was on the bottom of the deck when I started pulling those cards. Temperance, you know, temperance is about alchemizing, right? About blending. And sometimes it's got like fire and water that this angel is blending. And it's like temper the fire with the water, you know, temper your sorrow with what's been left behind. What can you build? Okay. Let's see. Grab some advice for you, Aries. Oops. Advice for Aries regarding this spread. Advice. Advice. Oh my god. Advice for Aries regarding this spread. All right. Advice for Aries regarding this spread. Seven of Cups. Advice for Aries regarding this spread. Thank you. Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups, and let's get one more, please. One more card. Advice for Aries regarding this spread. Thank you. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Wheel are both in reverse. So there's this sense of being confused, of having a lot of choices, not really knowing what the right one is to pick. I feel that that's because you're focusing a lot on what was, and like not as much on what you actually see in front of you. You're using your discernment. You know, if you look at these cups, there's like a snake, there's some kind of batty looking wings, there's like, you know, fog. It looks a little overwhelming. It looks a little scary. And I feel like you're basing whatever current cups you have in front of you off of the past, off of relationships that maybe didn't work out for you. But in the end, it was all just a lesson that isn't being, like, it hasn't been completed yet. And I feel it hasn't been completed because you need to look at what was left behind. What can you do with what was left behind? Let's grab you a fortune, Aries. You will conquer obstacles to achieve success. I love it. Yeah. That world will be righted as soon as you figure out what was left behind. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this content resonated with you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, love and light. Bye.